Hello, Quintin. Welcome to Coffee with Katina. How are you?
I'm doing well. How you
Good,
doing
good,
today? Yeah.
good. Well, I'm glad you can make it. I'm glad you're visiting and participating with us. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so again, this is just an informal meeting just to kind of talk about your backstory on music and mental health and wellness,
Hmm.
your loves, and anything else you want to share. So for the first question I would like to ask, what
Hmm.
or who inspired you to do music?
Well, I've been inspired by music all my life. Just growing up, music was always playing in the house, and I bought my first rap album, my first two rap albums actually at age 7,
Mhm.
and I studied rap all through high school,
Okay.
and fast forward to maybe about 28 years old, I came in to do music lessons, take vocal instruction, and actually you had inspired me to do start writing.
Okay.
Ever since then, I've been in love with writing and recording music.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes. And I know you've been doing that consistently now since a little while now, right?
Well, going on 5 years.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Mhm.
go. Okay. Um, so how has music actually helped you in life, like in general?
It just gave me a focus. I was kind of just going from here to there, job to job. I didn't really have a focus, but music it gave me an outlet. It gave me a voice. As soon as I started putting pen to paper, it gave me an outlet for different things I couldn't express in words.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's usually always a great tool. Just being able to put your thoughts and everything down onto, onto a paper, and formatting it into a song. I've gotten that a lot from, students and clients asking as far as the structure of just songwriting. Is just putting
Yeah.
your thoughts and everything down into um, visual, writing where you can actually see it and then piecing it together to where it makes sense. I
Hmm.
think that that's a great thing. So that's kind of what has kind of happened to you as far as music in life,
Yes, ma'am.
helping you in life. So is there any like other things that music had maybe have touched your life as far as like emotionally or mentally or
It's been therapy for me.
been
It's been
therapeutic? There you go.
therapeutic. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, wonderful, wonderful. Does the writing also help with that? The songwriting?
It does is it helps me to you know writing is like a process to process my emotions and thoughts.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, surprisingly, I've done that same structure with some clients actually on in a counseling sessions that I would work with them. We would actually write down, songs and being able to put their thoughts and emotions down into paper. So it is
Okay.
very therapeutic. So I'm happy to hear that that's working for you.
Yes, ma'am. It definitely is. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Um, so what are your plans for the future in music?
I want to continue to do Christian rap, and I want to inspire and empower others, who's going through a tough time, and I want to be a voice of hope to those people.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Wonderful, wonderful. I love that. That's been a big thing, of course. The music industry has always been a big thing with inspiring people, whether it's in a positive manner or good manner. So I'm happy to hear, you know what I mean? I'm happy to hear
Yes.
that your direction is more of the positive, of course, because
Mhm.
more people can actually use that, and be able to hear and gravitate to your music. Hearing and knowing your music, I know that you've been very inspirational as far as your lyric style and being able to deliver those messages to people both young and old. So I commend you on that. And I'm sure things are going to go a long way for you. Just kind of keep, doing the work and moving forward in your career.
Okay.
Yeah. So what would you like to share with people as an inspiration who might be thinking of going into the music industry or just doing music in general? What are some
Mhm.
of your thoughts or encouragements that you would like to share with someone who might be wanting to do that?
Well, one thing is music is therapy, is like medicine for your soul.
Mhm.
So like if you struggling with something and you got some issues, music is a good outlet for you, you know. I think yeah, yeah, music is a good go-to. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what do you when do you find the best times that you knew you use your music? Like is it mostly like during the mornings, night?
Morning time.
Okay,
Morning time. It is. Yeah.
okay. Do you
First
use it
thing,
like
in the morning.
yeah, yeah. So do you use it like for like meditation in the mornings when you get up in the mornings, or
Hmm.
wake up to like just songs or just music
Kind of
instruments?
like meditation in the morning, like get those first thoughts, out on paper.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. So you do your writings in the mornings.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, okay, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, that's a good start to start your day.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything you would like to share with the people? So, I know that you've been doing your music and everything. You've gotten a couple of songs under your belt. Is there
Hmm.
anything as far as like links or social media or websites that you would like to share with the people that are actually listening and reviewing your recordings today for the interview?
Okay. Well, you can find my music like on Spotify. It's Q Man of Valor, QMANVALOR. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's on all the major platforms. Q Man of Valor.
Okay. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful, Quentin. Um, I have one more question to ask, kind of going back to the previous question, as far as like the encouragement for people that's going into the music. So you mentioned it's going to be therapeutic. What will be your take on them just in general wanting to do music, as far as inspiring them? What would you say to them if they have because there are some people that go into the music industry or they want to do music but they're a little hesitant.
Mhm.
What would you say to them as far as encouragement on actually doing music itself?
I
Since
mean, just
yeah.
gotta ask yourself what's on the other side of fear. You just
Mhm.
take that step and you'll see. It wasn't nothing to fear.
Mhm.
It's a very positive experience once you get past that fear factor.
Yeah,
Don't hesitate.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Is that one of the approaches that you kind of took as well?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of hesitant. Putting myself out there. And once you encouraged me to do that first performance. I did it. I see. It was nothing to be afraid of, and
Of course.
actually, it was a boost, and it was just a positive experience. I'll say that. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, no,
It helped with anxiety. I'll say that. It helped you overcome anxiety. Yeah.
of course, of course. I definitely agree with you on that. I know that you and I kind of work together. You've been working together, we're working together for a little while now, and I know
Mm-hmm.
you kind of transitioned over the course of the time, and you've actually done really well. You've
Mm-hmm.
had some stumbling blocks along the way, but yeah, we kind of worked through those things. And I'm really happy where you are, and I love to see your progress. You know what I mean, going forward, and you getting into it, and matters what anybody thinks about what you do and and how you do it. I mean, what you do is what you do. You know what I mean? If your audience, your fans are going to be who they are. And
Right.
I know that you already built that fan base already. So now we're
Mm-hmm.
just kind of working towards moving forward with that, as well as building like your social media, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
your to continue to build like your fan bases on your social media platforms. I don't know if you have any. I know you didn't mention. Do you have Instagram and
Oh,
YouTube?
I have Facebook,
Facebook?
Instagram,
Okay.
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Okay. So you're kind of still working in the process of building.
Building Facebook and Instagram, and then I'll be on YouTube. I'll be building up on YouTube.
Okay. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Sounds good. So, in speaking of music, I know that you want to share a little bit of your song or performance with us today. Do you have
Mhm.
your song prepared? Are you ready to showcase that?
Yeah, Vengeance is yours. Let me see. Let me pull up the performance
Okay.
mix. One
Okay.
sec.
Okay. Let's go.
I'm getting so sick and tired of these backstabbing lies. Lord have mercy on me. I gotta love those who wrong me. I'm just a sinner. We all need forgiveness. I pray for my haters. I get a Lord my vengeance. Telling me lies, looking straight in my eyes, smile on their face while the hate they hide. Wolf in sheep clothing, devils in the skies, scheming, conniving, trying to plot my demise. Telling me lies, looking straight in my eyes, smile on their face while the hate they hide. Wolf in sheep clothing, devils in the skies, scheming, conniving, trying to plot my demise. Did I do something wrong? Should I apologize? Should I retaliate or should I just let it ride? Weapon of choice, this word is the sword. No ego, no pride. Vengeance is yours. Did I do something wrong? Should I apologize? Should I retaliate or should I just let it ride? Weapon of choice, this word is the sword. No ego, no pride. Vengeance is yours. Keep moving forward. Battle's not mine. I just give it to the Lord. His word is the sword. No retaliation. Vengeance is yours.
All right, Quentin. That was a good job. Good job. All
Okay.
right. Yes, yes, indeed.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for visiting
Mhm.
with me on Coffee with Katina. You did an
Well,
exceptional job, and I look forward to the next music you have coming out. And
yes, ma'am.
until then, I guess we'll see you next time.
Yes, ma'am. Most definitely. I'm grateful for you having me on. Yeah.
Of course, no problem at
Yeah.
all. All right,
Okay.
have a good one, wonderful rest of your week.
You too. Have a wonderful weekend. And,
Thank
I'll
you.
be back up with you on the next project.
All right.
Okay. All right.